Right. Hey. I actually wanted to write an application, but the light is amazing right now. It's actually fucking bright, but it's really nice. and that's why I actually decided that I will now record that video that I wanted to do for the past few days anyways. I was thinking that I would actually like to make some motivational videos or something like that, because actually my friends, they tell me that I'm pretty good at like giving advice or something like that, even though I'm like not really often feeling like in a position to give advice. Like I honestly have this deep belief that everyone should, you know, decide what is good for themselves, you know. But like I guess I am just kind of good at noticing other people and like their how would I formulate that? Maybe I'm good at like saying what different options there are, or I think I'm actually good to relate to other people, and I have this empathy and I listen to them, and then out of a position of care I would actually come up with this thing that my actual friends call advice, but for me it's not advice. For me it's more like a sign of care, and hi, I see you and I want your life to be as good as possible, and I want to kind of try to help you to improve yourself. I don't know, it sounds so stupid, I don't know, because it makes me feel like I'm feeling entitled or something like that, but it honestly really doesn't come from that point of view. In fact, if someone would give me advice, I would actually really like it as well. But yeah, anyways, doesn't matter. That's the reason why I'm trying to make this kind of videos now, and that's the motivation for it, to inspire others and to just summarize my thoughts, because yeah, it's always nice to also formulate things, then look back on it and then see how I talk and how I come across to others, and then like that I can kind of, oh my god, this gets so complicated, I can kind of improve myself as well, because then I know how others actually see me, because sometimes we're so in our head, right? We don't even realize and then it's always nice, you know. And of course we see the reactions of others, or maybe sometimes some people, they don't even notice other people's reaction, like maybe they don't care, I don't know, they're more likely to focus on themselves, like, I don't know. Okay, this is really drifting away now. It is not the topic that I wanted to treat today. I'm gonna wrap this up now and stop losing the red thread. The thing that I actually wanted to record was a video about the importance to say no. So, important to say no. I have in the last few days had a lot of encounters where I really had to stand my ground and had to speak up for myself, and had to especially notice myself that this is things I actually don't want to do, and that I actually also don't have to do. It's important to learn to have this attitude which says, no, I don't want to do this, because this will filter out people that have no respect for you and that are just using you, basically. If you say no, you will realize by the reactions of others what value you have in their life, and if they actually really like you as a person, if they respect you with your own needs and your own fucking desires. It's really difficult to even formulate it like that, because I think I'm a person who is really taught to make a lot of compromise. I mean, even already with the choices of like living situations, you know, moving around as a kid, making compromises, viewing like personal space and this kind of things. Like, in a way, I never learned to say no, actually. It's really difficult to formulate this, because obviously it's easy to say no, you know, but to actually follow up with your actions and that underline a true no, that's where it gets difficult. Because most times we're like, yeah, maybe for the peace, I'm just gonna roll with it, you know. I'm not gonna make a big scene now, I'm not gonna make a big fuss out of it, I don't want the drama, blah 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 blah. You know, but sometimes, hey, you know what, guys, fuck it. Some people, they are drama, like all of it is drama. If you would come in with a really, you know, resentful attitude, like a really like, always sorry, I'm really sorry, no worries, just to calm the situation, it doesn't help anyone at all. Seriously, if someone hurts you, if someone's mean to you, the last thing you have to do is to say sorry. And that's definitely a thing I have a tendency to do. In fact, when I was in primary school, I had a girl. It was this only child, and we used to hang out with each other after school all the time. Like, we were actually pretty good friends. She made the rules and I just followed, and I just rolled with it, you know. I mean, that's the thing, like, I'm not really difficult to hang out with. Like, that's why I can hang out with a lot of people, and that's why I also get access to some pretty cool situations or pretty cool opportunities, because I have like my standards, you know, that I stick to, like some stuff where I really say, hey, no, sorry, but this is enough now. But for all this like small detailed things, I'm like, come, doesn't matter. And that's how I used to hang out with people who always had a lot of cool ideas, and I just rolled with it. And so with that only child, and she actually gave me as a compliment that I'm pretty good at saying sorry. And at this point I was actually kind of proud of the fact, or actually no, at this point when I received the compliment, I didn't really know what it means. And then years later I thought, hey, yeah, okay, cool, so actually it's not all the time everything your fault. Actually, you are a pretty nice person for trying to keep the peace, and you are pretty nice that you sometimes just say sorry in order to, you know, take the heaviness out of a situation, because there's really honestly no point in trying to always like stubborn, like go with your head through the wall. It's just the most unnecessary thing that one could do. But yeah, there are some people and they are like this, and then they actually, and that's where I want to encourage you guys, they actually think it's funny. They actually like to test you like that. They really they find that joy into seeing how far they can push the boundaries and what you are willing to do for them. That's how they take some kind of validation out of that. They want to see how much influence they have on you or on another person, on another being. And they don't understand, that for you this is really stressful, you know, for you as a person who's bad at saying no. It's really stressful because you put them into a situation where they put you into a situation where you cannot say no, because that would mean that they're gonna leave you afterwards or something like that. And here comes my advice. If you find yourself in a situation like that, seriously, fuck it already. It's way too late. So what? You will lose this person. Who cares? They don't like you anyways. For them, it's just a game. They're just testing your boundaries. And that's something you really don't have to keep up with. Actually, everything becomes much more joyful if you're gonna become the person who makes the rules, you know. If you become the person who comes up with fucking stupid ideas and you have people who follow you, you know, because some people think you are fucking cool, you know. Just look out for these people and don't try to, you know, prove anything to all these other people who never appreciated you, who call you stupid, who call you like, I don't know, selfish or egocentric or all that kind of stuff, who make you feel like that in the first place. Like, really, 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 really don't have to keep up with that. Like, people make you feel like this, you know. Yeah, so that is the part of advice. And just want to say something. Fights are really, honestly, one of the worst things that can happen. Like, I am a person personally, I'm someone who really handles conflict in a really, really bad manner. Like, it goes really harsh on me. Like, I'll try to do anything possible to prevent a conflict from happening. And that sometimes almost encourages a conflict even more, because it makes people also kind of angry. So a certain type of person, the wrong type of person, it makes them kind of angry to see that someone would care for them, because they actually cannot handle it and they don't like it, and they have this really cruel side to them, that power-seeking side wants to smash everything that kind of feels good. And you come in with a really different attitude. You come in with an attitude, oh, I honestly care for this person. I don't want to feel them bad, that they feel bad. I don't want a conflict between us. I really like this person. I love them. Here it goes. You actually love them. Yeah, okay, cool. But you actually don't love yourself, because if you really love yourself, then fuck off. Like, leave this person, and then yeah, you are starting to get happy again, you're starting to move on. That's the moment they come back around, because then they realize, oh my god, I have no control anymore, she's happy without me, I have to come back and I have to interfere here and I have to fucking mess it up again and I have to create a drama, because, you know, it's not at all about like that happiness and that peace. It's not for them. And there, the power that you have is to say no. So that's your fucking power. And people, they have to accept a no. Like, really. They have to accept a no. I say it one more time. They have to accept a no. So try it, man. Just try out, you know, saying no, I don't want to do this. It's difficult as fuck, I think. Mostly we try to just avoid the person or the situation. Like, that's my style, to be honest. I just fuck away like really silently, because it gets too much trouble. But yeah, say no. And if it takes a really harsh manner and a really mean fight, don't let them manipulate you into believing that you are overreacting, because they've pushed you to do that in the first place. That's how they get this gratification. And you will automatically realize once you master that practice, like I'm still learning obviously, but what I've noticed so far is once you start to practice that, you also realize what feels good, you know, and you will realize people come with much more respect to you. Your time becomes much more valuable. Your word becomes much more valuable because the people know you're not keeping up with any bullshit, and you're not like a fucking like little toy one can push around, you know. And doesn't matter how you look. You can be, you know, really. I mean, look at me. I'm like a skater that doesn't even skate, but I'm like a schlappy kind of, you know, weirdo that crawls on the streets, takes random pictures. Like, you know, it's more about like here, like your core and your moral and your self-worth, like how you see yourself, and you say, I don't have to be in this, I don't have to keep up with this. And here's it, you don't have to run away, you have to learn just to say these kind of things. Quite calmly, you know. Conflict always stresses out our minds, but just take a moment for yourself to notice, okay, yeah, that's not good, and then come back at it and say, hey, if you do that, I don't like it, or don't even give a person a chance for another fight, just like, you know, just say no, and no explanation. Alright, so that was the video, and I hope it kind of inspired you guys and gave you some like inspiration and insights. I'm planning to actually do more videos like this because I think it's fun, and it's also cool for me to look back at it and hear myself talk. That's how I also find out some things about myself again. And if you guys have any inputs or any like inspirational ideas, topics, something, or an own view on this, or if you actually incredibly dislike this video, like feel free to put this down there as well in the comment section, because yeah, it's an open space. Everyone can say what they want to say and what their view is and their point of view, and then you might find someone who then actually shares that view with you too, and that's how you guys can talk about it. But anyways, this is my view. Don't feel forced that you have to think the same. It's really honestly only to share my thoughts, you know, and maybe to inspire some people, and especially for me to get more insights on my inputs, because this is honestly only how we grow, if we take the courage to really honestly open up and let other people in. Yeah, so that is it, and yeah, bye.